position as they come out for their first possession. And here comes that star wide receiver. He's got the bounce, the aura. He walks on the field with some swag saying, I'm the man, and I know it.
Oh, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime during practice. You can see...
And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screenplay. It's a solid gain for a first down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Linebackers making some adjustments now. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the defense jumps on the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
And they'll get him down that time.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and short, they give the ball to the tight end. And tackled there by the defense.
Boy, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? 4th and goal from the 2. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Powers through. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
To the air. It's yours. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Backed up on 3rd down. Let's see what the call is. They need some breathing room for the punter at the very least. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Golden. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a 1st down.
So if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The sure hands. It's Golden. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that.
Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The shotgun handoff here. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Blue. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Try and muscle for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Longhorns will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Game moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
No problem. Knocks it right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last time they were stopped on 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, came up empty. And they get it going again here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The sure hands. It's Smith. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
He's found some room at the 45. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. Yes, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
Finds his man. It's Judkins. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Offense comes up to the line. He might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Spawn. Defense will make the stop, and will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter.
Ready up. Ready go.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He pulls it in for a big gain. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Caught behind the line. It's Blue. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. Getting set. Here's second down. The DB's backing off from the line now. That's reeled in. It's Golden. Tackle made after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He fires this one to the right, had all day to throw. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. And here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The 7th play of the drive coming up. On the run, it's Blue. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Smith.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back. It's Howard. Tries the right with a quick throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT gives them a 7-6 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid game. Look to throw it here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. To throw, it's yours. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Golden. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
That's caught. It's Golden. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Grab down the middle. It's Bond. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, and another incompletion.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing. on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. That puts them back on top. 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackle at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. This will likely be the last play of the half. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of this first half. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out, and through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. Play action here on first down. Going for a big play downfield. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Makes a quick grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Back to pass. It's Howard. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're finally looking to click. This has been a struggle for both offenses so far. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Catch made by the tight end.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. A quick juke to get free. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Longhorns come to the line to run the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Grab behind the line. It's more. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Bringing pressure. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years, but let's not forget a still-play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks.
They just felt that one coming. Third down and long, and those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
No, kick it away here. The punt will bounce out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. That's a great punt. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to throw. It's Howard. Receiver makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder...
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The Buckeyes will try to keep this drive moving. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Tate. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
6th play of the drive coming up. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Was brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. 3rd down play for this offense. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st down, it's play action. Grab behind the line. It's Blue. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trap. To throw, it's yours. He finds his man. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. It's 3rd down for the offense. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead? Taking a chance, and it backfires.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's looking deep here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Looking to throw. It's Howard. Throwing for his running back. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Longhorns. But a takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play. Any defender could.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And he's got it. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Going the other way, can they stop him? Plainly able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Caught behind the line. It's Bond. Bites off a defender. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. The tackle is finally made at the 7. The offense will set up first and goal. What a play. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back out of the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
And here comes a deep shot. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Back to throw. It's Howard. Looking to the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Bringing it out. It's Golden. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
It's a quick grab. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Makes a nice move there. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. On the ground, it's Blue. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Looking to throw. It's yours. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Keeping it on the ground here. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's second down here. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Takes the handoff again. Quick spin on the run. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Well, that's college football. You're going to have your highs and lows. They had big expectations today, Kirk. They just fall short, couldn't get it done.
Well, Chris, we sat down and talked to them, and you're right. They put a lot into this game. I think they were very confident that they had everything that it took to be able to win this football game, and now they're going to have to put this one behind them, learn from the mistakes, move